Hello, everyone. We warmly welcome you all to our special program brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. I'm your host, Vatika Singh. Indian Achievers Award is an honor that celebrates the people who went extraordinary to effectuate their aspirations and ideas. In this series, we emphasize not only on the struggles and achievements of the people, but also on the social contributions they made to their native land, India. Before introducing you all to our one such achiever, let's take a look at the small AV.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows, and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Today we have with us Mr. Sanjeev Joseph, who's the principal of Rain Tree School. Hello, sir. How are you?
Namaste everyone. Good afternoon.
Yeah. All right, sir. So before entering into the questions, tell us something about yourself and your professional role.
Yeah, I'm working as a principal, as you told, in Raintree School, Bangalore. We have two branches. Past 10 years, I've been leading schools of various organizations, and the teaching journey has been around 30 years now. And so, being principal, I've been working for teachers training, students achievement, and curriculum management, and overall administration of the school. Also, I have something called as the bigger role, for example, affiliation process, and so on. Basically, I've been passionate about being a leader, and my interest area and research area is on leadership.
Right, sir. So I'm really keen to know that what inspired you to pursue the field of education as a profession.
Yeah, that is a very good question, Vatika. My mother was a teacher, and I've been with her for all the time when she was taking classes. In fact, I was one of her student. And when I grew up, the environment in my house was a setup with education, where I could see my mother teaching students and so on. And that is why I inherited that profession for me, and basically I started teaching initially, taking that inspiration from my mother, and then I continued, and after that, step by step, I started working on my education as well as my experience and as well as my expertise, and slowly I came to a level which I am now. So it is from the scratch to where I am. It is a hard commitment. It is a persistent effort which has brought me to this level.
That's really commendable, sir. So, as you mentioned that you started from scratch, so we know for a fact that starting anything has never been easy for anyone. So, what all were the challenging predicaments that you had to go through initially when you started?
Yeah, basically, while I was doing my teacher's role, we have something called as B.Ed. So it was very smooth for me because I went to the B.Ed training college, and I actually did very well there, and I topped the college level, and among 300 students, I was a topper for the boys section, that is a male section. And but when it came to the principalship, with my experience and expertise, I got the role. But I found that it is very challenging because for a leader role, there is no curriculum. We do EMET, which I did after becoming principal, but there is a lot of things which we can approach when we have to have the principalship on our desk. And that was a challenging thing because all the schools which I have worked is like founder principal. So there was a school which was having no building initially. So naturally, setting everything up, and the role of administrator and the role of education, that is academic role, both has to be balanced. And I found that the role of academic side was little more balanced, because being a teacher, it was easy to manage. But from the other side, administration, it was not there. So that I found little challenging when I continued to be principal, which I am doing now.
Right, sir. So, since we all have certain plans for our future, so what are your future plans?
Yeah, definitely. I have been a person who is always trying to be upgrading myself, and also working for my school. Uh, Initially, I was very, very active being a teacher. I had conducted a lot of events at the school level when I was a senior teacher. When I became principal and I found this experience past 10 years, I've got many things which I thought I would be giving to the education sector. So a few plans are there. The first plan is about empowering the leaders in the school, specifically in the school. And I can show you one of the recent thing which has come is my book, that is on principles, become a successful principal. So this is a very basic book which will help the principal of different schools to see the what are the basic things which is required if you become a school principal. So there's one thing which lined up now, which I've already published now, and it is in the market. It is in on Amazon and different online platform as well, like Flipkart and all. Hard copy is also there. Second thing is about, I feel that there is one thing which is lacking in education sector where we are working, is about teachers monitoring. So we have something called as we call it a platform where we can monitor the students, but we don't have anything for specifically for teachers. And now what I have done, that I have built one app which is totally dedicated to teachers, their training, their observation, and their monitoring, and also upgrading them. And this is a very unique app which is already out in the market. It is called as Principals app, SJ's Principal app, and this is a app which you can use anywhere. So definitely with online platform, which is now a huge demand for schools, and we know that we cannot go away with this in future also. So this app is going to work for anyone. For example, I can use app here. I can use app when I'm not in a say particular state. I go to some seminar or workshop. I can use it, and this is a wonderful app. And just with a click of menu button, you can get all the details which you would like to know about the staff. For example, what was the observation done? When was the observation done? What is the performance of the teacher? How is the graph showing about the teacher's performance in terms of academics of students? So we can see that. And very simple data of teachers are also available. For example, their phone number, their email, you can send email anywhere, and their qualifications. So with one click, you can get all the details. And because it is a progressive one, so what challenge I faced as a principal was that suppose I need some data for any teacher, it's very difficult to arrange that, because suppose I want to see when I observed. Now we have to go to generally we note down in diary, open the diary and see where the observation was, what was the feedback given, and so on. But this app, whatever observation is done for any teacher, it is going to be there. So you can see previous, data also, and it is anywhere. So many important things are there in this app. That is based on national education policy. Also, how many trainings have been given? Like we need 50 hours training, and in my school already I've done 15 hours. So I can easily track that how much training has been given, and so on. So the attendance of the teachers, the late coming of the teachers. So it is very much dedicated to the education sector, and it can be used from pre-primary to any college level. In fact, I'm okay with any other organization also coming and trying to see this particular app, because it can be modified for other particular organization as well. So this is the second thing. First one was a book about the leaders. Second thing about teacher. Third thing which I do is career counseling. I'm a certified career counselor from Pearson Group, and I have been counseling the students in the school and outside school also. So it is a three psychometric test which I give based on personality, based on interest, and based on the aptitude, because we know that it is very important for students to know the career path. And there's a lot of confusion many times when the parents want the students to go somewhere and the student wants to go somewhere else. So suddenly he lands up at a place where he should not be, and then you know the result, that maybe the child is going for depression, or the child is not doing well. So naturally this career counseling helps the children to know exactly where they should be. And these are three tests, not only on aptitude, that is the skills and knowledge required, but also if you are interested in that particular profession or academic subjects you want to take. Also, the one is like personality, whether your personality is matching to that profession or not. Sometimes we are not too much of a speaking person or like communicating person, and our role is somewhere we got a profession where you have to communicate, so naturally there will be a mismatch. So this test are very much handy, where you can have the career counseling done for the students, and you can have the correct choice, and this is in support with the parents and staff. So this is third thing. So career counseling, then my app, and the teacher's book. The fourth thing which I have, which is going to come, is my course. So as I told, my course will be dedicated to the principals, so that they know exactly what is required or what is important to be a successful principal. For example, what is the affiliation documents which you required, or documents which you are required to be in the school. So I've got around 40 document list, which is will be then the course, and they can learn about it. Even if it is not for affiliation, they can know exactly how much documents or what documents are required. So that course is going to come, and it will be on online, and we can get the information through my YouTube channel, which is Sanjeev Joseph or SJ Principal Desk channel. YouTube channel is there. We can get that. And the last one which I do is the teachers training. So teachers training has been there for me when I took the role of the principal, because we train in our school, which is called as in-service teachers training. Apart from that, I also give training for other school which comes to me for various modules. For example, a curriculum base. So they want some training about, say, pre-primary curriculum. So I give them the training about particular board and the curriculum training for that particular pre-primary. So it can be any module, because I've done something called as Cambridge International Diploma for Teachers and Trainer. So it is not with my experience. So there is something called as training given on experience. When you are having some experience, you give the training to others. Although I've got experience as a principal, so I can give the training with my experience, but I can also have a training planned or module made according to particular topic. And that is why it is not with my experience. And any topic which is coming there, so there is 4 modules which we make. There is something called as planning level, then something called as module for assessment, and implementation and evaluation. So 4 modules are there which I make, and this will be all with reference materials. Very importantly, generally earlier days was that the reference material was not there with the training people, because we used to tell and they used to note down. So all my trainings, I give online support and I give offline support. So you'll have the assessment also, whether the training you have got is up to certain level. So it is not just a training, but also there is a particular level which I want the upgradation of the education level of teachers or say principals. So it is a higher level of training, so that it is not just for particular training purpose only, but also really upskilling, upgrading, and improving oneself. So it can be for a new teacher, it can be for a new principal, it can be for an old teacher, it can be for an old principal who wants to know exactly what else he can see, because everyone has got certain experience. So sometimes we know something and we may not know. So naturally, I have something which can be given to all the people, whether they're experienced or unexperienced or inexperienced. Also, there is something called as any board, so CBSE board or ICSE board or any particular board which the training is required. Because as I'm a certified diploma holder for UK CIA examination, so any board can approach me, and means like institution can approach me, and I can give training to them. So that is a wonderful thing which I have with my experience and expertise, because I think that a principal should be open to work for any particular board, international boards or state board and so on. And all the boards have got its own strength, and they all are good for me. So I wish that I can help all the five different people around me, starting from principal, then students and parents and teachers, and the school also. School can also approach me if they want certain things to be, done for the school. So these are the things which I've lined up, and not only lined up, I've been doing this, and a lot of experience is there. And this is what I'm feeling for the future, what I want to do for the people which I work for, or the people I would like to work for. That is totally in education sector, and also people who want to approach from other sectors also can approach.
Right, sir. So, moving ahead, you must be knowing about the Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign prevailing in the country at the moment. So, what are your views on the campaign?
First of all, I think it is a very interesting concept, because Atmanirbhar means self-dependent. Now we have got 70 plus years past when we have our independence, and we are still in developing country. Many countries in the similar scenario have been developed themselves because they became self-dependent. Naturally, one of the important thing in education sector also should come, that from the childhood, and that is from the young age, people should start doing some research work, doing bringing certain things with application. It is not only the rote learning where we start only for exam purpose, and when you go out of the exam you don't know what exactly you wrote, and it's not have any meaning. Definitely people have the skill and knowledge still when they give the exam. I do not want to undermine them, but one of the important thing with Atmanirbhar is that there will be a lot of products coming up because of the research of the people. So what will happen when the product comes out? People will be engaged, and when the people are engaged, say it goes to from school level, definitely it goes to very higher level, and when it goes in that direction, lot of improvement of jobs, lot of improvement in education, lot of improvement in the people's lifestyle will be there. So it is very important us to support this cause, and we have been trying to do this from the beginning. Once we got the independence, everyone wants to be self-dependent, and it can be any field. It can be the field of say science, it can be field of agriculture. One of the important thing I always remember or always wanted to stress, that there should be a lot of research on agriculture also, because we are agriculture based country, and if you could support the farmers, and we have research on farmers, naturally a lot of crops that we can grow not only for our country but for the other countries. And that is also a very important message from my side, that being a farmer country or agricultural country, better to say, which is moving towards, say, the new India, but then still lot of things can be done in agriculture, and we can support a lot of people in India by doing research there. So a lot of things are there lined up when Atmanirbhar is also there. And as I told you, that my understanding with Atmanirbhar is that you upgrade yourself, you upskill yourself, get the knowledge, get the experience, and definitely you will have many venues which you can opt for. Sometimes what happens in recent situation, we got blocked because one hindrance came and all the things are gone. We can't do anything. But if you are knowledgeable and if you are skilled, you can try to do certain things and explore many things. And not only explore, you'll be self dependent and you'll be atmanirbhar. So very important message, and I fully support this because I want our country to be one of the best country when it comes to people to come in to invest, because our product which is there are having a very good quality. And that should start, as I told, from not only from the higher level, but from the very young mind. The children should start thinking in that line. New education policy tells that we don't want the rote learning. We want the children to come out and explore, invent, and move forward. And that is the way we should see. And it should be for all the sectors. It should be for education sector. It should be manufacturing sector. It should be HR, because we all are very good in. We have got huge number of people around us, so we can give a HR role to the world. And because human resource is one thing which I'm talking. So skilling. So we can match anyone. We can see major people across globe. The major positions are held by the Indian people because they have upskilled themselves. They have hard work for that. And that is why I am very hopeful that the plan for say 5 years, it should be made short time term plan, or say 15 years plan, and we can grow as a country by a lot of product in our place plate. So anyone wants anything from any country, they'll see, oh, education, Indian education system is very good. Agriculture, Indian agriculture is very good. Research area, Indian research people are very good. We should learn from them. So that's what my meaning is for Atmanirbhar Bharat. And I think there's a lot of things to be done. And as you have asked this, I think this message goes to the people and viewer. They should, understand. And all of us, if we stand together, definitely, I think the country will be very much progressive. The lacuna which has been there for a long time, say in terms of poverty, in terms of not getting education, corruption, or gender bias, and so many things. But because we all are united to work and progress, so it will be a ripple effect that anywhere you see, any state you see, you'll find that that state has got something to be given to the other state and to the world. So that has to be understood, that we all have to be united to bring one thought, that yes, anything which is required anywhere in our country, we are supporting it, and we have that with ourselves, starting from agriculture and to the world. Like for example, we have been doing very well for something called as satellites. ISRO is doing very good, and many countries are coming for India to explore, and our products are unmatched. So why not other field also? And definitely, it should not be only concentration on one particular field. So what will happen? Others will be neglected. So a comprehensive plan for everything to be involved and moving forward. And as I told you, it should not be only for say science, that is the satellite system. It should be research also. Research is very important. Higher education is not as matching as other developed country, and we have to improve that particular percentage. And new education policy promises that, and I'm very hopeful that with all good mind and motivation coming from people like group like Indian Achievers Forum, I think lot of new research will be there, new talks will be there, new venues will be there, avenues will be there, and the lacuna which is there, say past so many years, because of our research, which is going to be one of the main weapon for improving ourselves, should be there and taken care by the people all over the country, starting from the people who are in the government and supported by the people who are not in the government. And that is how we can bring the Atmanirbhar Bharat, because self-dependency is one of the pride moment for all of us, that we do not come down for anything to be asked. Definitely we cannot fulfill everything. The talk is that whatever we have, it is of the best quality, and that is what people are coming to our country and our state, or to meet us. So I feel that very important question. Thank you for bringing that part, and I wish all the best to this particular concept of Atmanirbhar Bharat, that is the to the government, and definitely when all planning is there and implementation is there, execution is there, and monitoring is there, because our is a big country, it is not a small country. There are so many states, so many differences are there, but there should be something which is uniting everyone, so that a bigger picture is seen. Yeah, this is a bigger picture where we have to bring our country to the level which we wanted to be, say after 70 years or plus years of independence. And and we should not look back, and we should not move back, because we have progressed a lot. And if we all are together, if we are working with a very broad mind, good educated people coming to the research field, scientists and bureaucrats and politicians, then I'm very sure that the work which has been done till now by good education people, good people in education or politician, many all are good for me, and we have to work still further down the line. So very good question by you, and I thank you for asking that question.
First of all, congratulations on winning the Indian Achievers Award. I really want to know that what was the feeling when you came to know that you have won the award, and who all were the constant supporters in this journey of yours?
Yeah, so first of all, thank you to the Indian Achievers Forum and the jury member for selecting me as one of the winner of this particular award or recognition. Definitely, I have been supported by many people, and it is not one person who can stand alone. Always, it is a society. You can have your skill, but you have to depend on them also, and you need your support. And one of the hard fast support will be my work itself. The work which I have done has supported me, and the people who have come across me because of the work which I've done has the pillar of strength. And definitely not to forget about the family. So the family is always behind you or beside you in ups and downs. But definitely my work has been because of the people in education sector, my students, my management, my staff. They all have supported me all the time, and they have come to support me with whatever work I have done. And because of their support, I could upgrade myself. I can research the things on the school or on the staff, and lot of dedication, commitment has to be there. And definitely it is always motivating when you get certain award in your life. And definitely this award, which is a very prestigious one, I'm very thankful once again to the Indian Achievers Forum. And I feel that the support was there from all of the people around. And once one of the important support was my work. If you do the work and if you are correctly doing your work, definitely you create an experience, you create people around you who's going to enjoy your journey, because they will be also benefiting and they will be also sharing things. So I always think about something called as servant leadership concept. I told you that my research is on leadership, and I believe that we should try to be serving first than leading. Serving in the sense that empowering people. So if you empower, that's what I was telling. If you empower people around you, naturally the growth of everyone will be there. So thank you for India, Indian Achievers Forum, for bringing all the people who have dedicated, discipline, and contributed to the society. And I hope that this all continues, and we get a lot of people coming forward to do good for the society.
Right, sir. So, since we now know a lot about your professional role, tell us something about your social contributions also.
Basically, I have been a person who is always related to the environment. So I always think that there should be harmony between three things: harmony between people and people. So all the people should live in harmony. Second thing is people and animals. So all the animals around the world, they are endangered because of urbanization and industrialization. So there should be harmony, where whenever we are doing any change in the environment, like animals' life or animal place, we should see that they are properly replace or displace, we call it, to a proper place, so that we don't extinguish them. And the third thing is about something called as people and environment, which is very much important. And there are different goals also, uh, uh, sustainable development goal, millennial development goal. This all focuses on environment also. And I've been contributing from my side to the environment, where I've contributed to the Maharashtra organization, one of the Maharashtra organization, where they planted the tree and made a forest with a world record. And so I felt that though I'm in Karnataka, it is my responsibility to help anyone whom I can help. So I could help them with my school side also. And we got the world record for them. They created a forest in one particular region, and that is what they could do. Secondly, I also have certain things, certain of my income, whatever I earn, it goes to one of the nearest charity, where there are people, especially the children, who are not having their parents, or they are not having parents who can support them, maybe the single parents. So I always feel that one of the thing which you can do is contributing to the people. And I've also supported animal program also. So when I say something about doing something, I also meant for practicing. So I told about people to people. So I do something for the people. I've done something for a panda. I've contributed to see that particular species has been getting some support because of the environment and degradation. They are endangered. So that is one thing. And the last one was the environment, in the contribution to the particular what you can call, as I told you. And even I had one more award, where they had given 21-day challenge to have, using the lifestyle, where you use certain things which do not degrade the environment. And I always feel that this thing should be in curriculum also. They should be practicing daily. For example, simple thing, taking something like a bag, rather than going market and bringing non-biodegradable things to home. So these are simple things, but as a people, we should be very careful. We should be trying to understand that the environment which we have now is because of someone what have they have done earlier. Similarly, what we do now, we are going to be responsible for the next generation, and they should also think, they should have a place to enjoy. In our days, we used to run from here and there. There were a lot of fields, we could see the grounds to play. But now uh, that much of ground is not there until unless you have certain uh, places where it is made such a way, but everyone cannot afford that. So definitely what I mean to say is we should always think about what we have to go and give to the future people, future children, because we are responsible for that. And that is why one of the thing is like bringing the harmony between people, among people and animals and environment, that is a plant and any non-living things, like for example mineral resources, water. These all are very precious and we should take care. And that is very important for us to always think about.
Right, sir. So, before concluding this session, you know that IF is followed not only by mainstream organizations, but also those young minds who aspire to be like our achievers someday. So, what is that one message you'd like to give them?
I always feel that they should be disciplined, dedicated, punctual in time, and they should always have something in mind for a bigger picture. Bigger picture means where we are doing something which does not harm anyone. There's a harmony and progressive culture where we grow as a person, and therefore we grow as a community, we grow as a state, country, and world. So that is what my message is, that keep working hard, don't go for the focus on what you are going to achieve, but it should be persistent effort. And when you are persistent with your work, everything else will follow. So that is also required in our life, because you need motivation for the hard work which you have done. But that should be not our aim. Our aim should be bringing happiness, bringing joy to the world, and making the world a better place to live for everyone. So keep working hard, dear friends, and my best wishes to all of you. I congratulate to all the past winners and the organizations once again and jury, and I hope that the motivation which everyone gets, they still come out with better contribution to the society. So all the best and thank you.
Well said, sir. And I must say that was a great piece of advice. Thank you so much for joining with us today. It was pleasure talking to you, and we hope that you continue to inspire people of all ages forever. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Artika, and thank you, Indian Achievers Forum. Once again, may God bless you and everyone out there. Thank you.